Hello, crew. Let's get situated here. Not looking for the Instagram. Let's do this. Let's see. There. Are we good? Are we good? Uh, this- what- I would- So, welcome to Monday Musings. My name is Justin Harris. I'm an endurance coach. I've coached anything from spring power to I've coached beginners, Olympians, um, everything in between, kids, adults, college kids, high school kids, wide breadth of information or experiences and exposures. But in using there's my opportunity to kind of get on my soapbox and connect about things that are on my mind that I'm seeing with my target audience that keep popping up either my target industry. So yeah. So each week I talk about something that's on my mind. Start of the year, what do big reflections or whatever. It just kind of make that exciting with about 6 weeks of no training because of a surgery. And so it was short on the progression run that we do that we've done a bunch of times and they did really well in a full marathon this year. And the like everything just went well. It's like clicking. It's been 3 years in the making, a lot of progress with the thing. And this kind of first back training for a couple weeks to get back into the flow. They're like, man, it was so hard. Like, I don't know what to do. And so it made me think of this idea that returning back to structure takes time, but it takes less time each time. What I mean by that is when you take time off, whether it's sports or lifting, you train a little bit. And a couple days or a week, I really think that has more to do with like rhythm, like coordination, like circadian rhythm. Like if you lose little things, we just run, like we get out of rhythm and sync with ourselves. After a couple weeks, a week, you're definitely losing fitness. So the idea, though, is that if you get away from structured training and whatnot, exercise for that matter, you're going to lose some stuff. And it takes rhythm, coordination, flow. Athletes, like athletes, they are successful. Sometimes what they're training is worth it. And there's a lot of kind of conversations about youth. And what do you expect? What I'm trying to find is, and so if you have it's being kind with yourself. So someone once told me like if you take 2 weeks off, you take double the time to get back. That's roughly true. Now, doesn't mean that you're not going to feel like a little bit of for that, but you won't feel back the amount of time, and that so this idea that the longer the break you take, the time mindful. So this like, where my brain goes, usually is that take time off, that's really, key. It's not the case at all. Because ends up happening, you know, you it's this idea, and I wrote it down. It's like the irony is, you need to walk down a few steps in order to reach the place, right? And so if you think about, like, crossing over mountains, from mountain to mountain range, you often come down to the valley. So the deeper the valleys, the deep, but and I've seen that, like, if you look at 28-day training goals, fitness, and other things, um, you have the opportunity to kind of see that evolution. But, just because it's asking not to take 6 weeks off, it's gonna take them a little while to feel like them. It's okay. Start to have conversations with about, like, "Oh, I've lost it, but I'll get it back." They're, motivated and excited. And just with the start of the new year, like, we've ate poorly during the holidays, some of us, and I'm not trying to be cliche here, we put on more weight than this, we wanna get it. The more we took off from something, the longer it's gonna take to really, and it's not the worst thing. You can all the time. It came to me and now they 2 years in the back, and their fitness has stagnated. We've reached by so just imagine getting into, a lot of people are getting excited for the 2026 season. It's an opportunity to, start something new, start a new training plan. Often people remember where they left off, and they forget where they begun last training plan. And I do track this sometimes with some athletes, especially for marathon. I kind of track to see, like, like heart rate tests where we, like, we always regress backwards in the test for a 3 mile run test. Actually, so something, uh, returning back to recovery takes time, but it takes less than each time. More confidence, and so I go back to it, you have the confidence that you can get back there and you move quicker. Yeah, so as you start to think about or for 2026, chase habits or different stuff like that, be careful comparing yourself to your old self, and understand that, moving away from structure is gonna, even if it was planned. Surgery was planned. Uh, so, anyway, that's my musings for New York. Very cool. Dude, what's up, David? Chris, Claire, so curious for the people who are live. on Instagram. Um, yeah, I'm just curious, you know, what thoughts you have about, starting now, or if you're finding yourself like mm, but the last build was like, where is it? Was it, do you remember the beginning or do you remember the middle? Um, I have this here. Any questions on started, grab a glass of wine. We'll check out Instagram because I'm not comments or anything. If you're watching on YouTube, you can put some comments. Yeah, get in your new new goals. How do you so good. On right now, but uh, recorded version on Instagram or YouTube. Since you talked about returning back to structure takes time. Should be like a close. So hard. It's being open by January. Yeah. All right. What are you focusing on? I'm curious. What key concepts when you're focusing on nutrition? Nutrition is a million things. Hydration, uh, supplements, post-training nutrition, pre-training, intermittent fasting. All right. Mm, yes. Oh, you should do triathlon. But my that's what I'm up. Um, with, you can make it work for you. Mm, talk about yeah, maybe a wake up call. You had a need, so the holiday time. Yeah, it happens. But like, you know, sometimes we really need to focus on filling up our cup. That's spend time with family. Sometimes that's getting back into a routine, and and it's been one on one for a long time. And so sometimes the sessions are a wake up. I could have gave you a zone run. So running endurance. I was being I get protein hydration. Yeah, protein's super important in the morning. Right now, yeah, hydration is big, especially I don't know, with cold weather, cold weather. I find when it's wet, it tells you like I need to replace it, which is an issue I had. In Arizona. It was simply, I didn't feel a sweat. I wasn't drinking as much food. Substitute. Someone who really takes time off. I took most of last week off. It's been interesting being back in. Yeah, enjoyed Disney. Um, this is one there's like a feedback loop that can go on here that's I work with clients on. It's like I don't take when I do take them off, I feel like crap. So therefore I don't want to take them off. That's not really logic. So like one of my clients needs to take them off because the next day he feels crummy, especially when it's that's something I experience. It's like did the next like after the crappy day, like the days get better, and then like a week later, the next one makes sense. Don't focus so much on the short term. Think more about the long term. So how do you feel because you stay pretty consistent? What's up, Mauricio? It's all like Spanish. So a lot of times I lived in Spain. You don't swim. Okay, so duathlons. You can run, bike, or run, bike. Those are fun. Maybe you need to learn how to swim. All right, Callan, I know I've lost but I feel like I have. Yeah. With the week off, I really have a chance to walk. I'm not saying eye coordination, but how things flow, fire. It's such a hippy way of explaining things for someone who understands and dives into so much of the science. But yeah, I just call it for the coordination. It's simple. Um, yeah, you're welcome for the powers of endurance. What's up, Nick? Red Fox alarm. Ooh. Also, that run last week. So Galen asked me about the Lincoln run, and I was like, "That's a tough one. Like that's yeah, that's rude away." But you did that, and then you went on vacation. And enjoyed some time, so it's empty then you can go relax. I really like how built a one is some time off. What's your favorite trick to get in? So I don't, I've never tried macros. So I've been a vegetarian before. I was on the vegan for 6 years. Essentially, to get enough protein, I think, um, yeah, should I like nutrition talk a little bit? Maybe we can drill there. But it's oh, protein every day. So I make sure I start the day like my first meal with protein, so I'm not eating that much until I fast between or moderate. I will start the day with protein. If I don't start the day with protein heavy, I'm like craving my carbs and sugar throughout the rest of the day, especially in the evening, because protein helps the blood sugar and insulin, like reduces it crashes and whatnot. So if you want to start protein heavy, and then fruits and but I eat meat a couple times for dinner. So that's focusing on strength training this year. Way underappreciated. 40 plus. I found cardio. Yeah. So Adam is one of my Mr. Beckler, Dr. Beck. Uh, yeah, this is something that we do get away from when we run marathons, which I love. This is way. Um, it becomes like a priority list. And so strength moves down to the bottom for during prior to marathon training. This is strength out of a lot of leeway for it. So, but it's one of these things when we're not in a training field, it's like recycling back. So back to my conversation earlier, it can be like macro structure, like all training, or it can be micro structure, like a piece of training. So it's not strength training, not focusing on nutrition, come back to these things, make it a little more challenging. So Yeah, but 40 plus, yeah, for sure. We start losing they say we start losing muscle. I don't know if it's like non-athlete athletes, but it's not athlete, so, like, with strength, you have control now. Same with swimming. But it's the only game that counts. Oh, yeah. Father had Mhm. What's up, Liz? In that race too. So, yeah, Claudia, it's amazing when people, are patient, well, they get back to, wanted faster, and so knock on wood. Curious about your thoughts on infrastructure, recruiting, what you yeah, so, like, having structure is not necessarily flexibility, I think what you need here is, like, in training, not, like, restricting stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, let me just read it. I'm curious if returning to structure, recruiting yeah, that's about words are definitely like, when you're returning back to structure, I think we need to have more flexibility than we usually allocate to ourselves for long-term success. What I mean by that is that most people slam into and they want to slam into better eating, they want to slam into they just like come ripping into it because it's about motivation. Motivation to do it. Either enough time has passed to build up motivation, stack up, and now you're ready to make the decision or move, or it's you learn something or you're might happen. And so I'm actually talking about this in my next sign up there for discussions about the art of training. All right. And it's giving you so I forgot PDF that really shows consistency and people having that flexibility, Amy, is not being so rigid to the structure. Because like when a coach writes a training plan, we're trying to imagine like who it's for. And sometimes we're thinking off the couch. So the people who are not off the couch, it's not gonna be enough and maybe they need to do more. But some plans are meant for people who are smaller than some. So what happens here is you are not ready for the training plan. You have to make adjustments. Like this flexibility. But flexibility like, hey, instead of up the ride because body is gonna make things work. Or 3 days in a row. I haven't done 3 days in a row in months. Instead of doing 4 days, right? So that's the flexibility that is required to getting back to structure. And it's like an accordion. Like most people like to stuff it all in, and it just, like, pull it out of more, so instead of, like, getting it all done in a week, zoom out and be like, "Okay, next month, if by the end of the month, okay, this is, like, like, just like, and I've never done that right because at that time of the year, I'm never some sweetheart. Well, it's a structure. Yeah, that absolutely makes this is where, like, keeping up with the Joneses, comparing to other people, different stuff like that, like, we don't wanna get left behind, and this is, like, obviously biased here, but this is where a coach to be a sounding board or to hold you to be able to the benefit, uh, when I need to focus on something, either I need to explore it, and so I'm creating structure for myself around, uh, consultation stuff, and once you get the cognitive if you find someone who's, like, looking into taking like an almost, a break from it. So, it's, but again, the big thing is the longer the break, the longer the time back does not imply you should take no time off. It's like a double negative, but now for another you can watch on Instagram, kind of the soapbox I jumped on with returning back to structure. And it's not just I have people, you know, favorite events in the spring, well, May event in the fall. And sometimes when we get going in the fall again, like I we weren't training, but now it feels like we need a training plan. Or if we focus on triathlon in the front half of the year, then we shift into a marathon. The structure stays the same or very the volume, the distance can be about the same, but the mentality of the workouts, you are not training plans always take and be there with the person, where we have work going on, where we're training for these things, and then try to get all the details done. Challenges, which is like one to many, and then we have one-on-one coaching, which is one to very few. My wife's so my kids are not barking. Uh, uh, so it's fun because like someone, it's smaller group coaching. So we had a um, well, yeah, I do. There's a gravel race on the last several years. It's like a Colt Sprangler. It's not time to get it. Same thing with is very safe. Beautiful roads. I always say I'm gonna like go up cruise around, but I never end up doing that. So, yeah, so that's April. I'm like on the bike more this year. Last year years, I really stiff other things that just like so, I haven't or I no, man. What about structure when there are okay, correct. Uh, yeah, so how do you structure the year you don't have a race? Wow, someone always asks a question that I don't expect. Okay, first let me cheers. I think this is because I find that many people think that in order to be really serious, you need to have a race on account, and I think this is bullshit. Last year, I didn't have any races on the calendar. I think I was like I wasn't the most structured I've been, but I was got into more structure because of what felt like I wanted to do, what I should do, and then the things I needed, right? So you have a lot more flexibility, but you should still think about it as like long-term development, right? So how does this year set up next year, next year, and you can go on. You know, Peter Attia said something like he's a medical doctor, deals with some stuff, or like uses sport for things and health span, not just lifespan, right? So we don't want 80 years old, can't move it or live it longer, health. And so he says that if you're training for the next decade, I'm 40, I'm training for my right? And so maybe you look at it that way. So what do you want to be doing in your 50s, right? So I look at those things and I'm like, so I, I need to get stronger, you know, in a lot of different ways. So I've been going to the weight room for 3 years. I go to the weight room twice a week. I do some basic stuff. I love the weight room. I appreciate it. I love coaching. But I have to get in. So you gotta think about the things like, what do you enjoy? What should you be doing? What do you absolutely need to be doing? So I just found a structure that worked for me. Plugged it into the like calendar, calendar I'm gonna but then you create structure. But you wanna have it's like a training plan. You wanna have crescendo, here, and then crescendo back you're down. So for me, it's like when I go on vacation with my wife, we do a train thing out, relax for a week. So that's my time off. It's usually I'm feeling pretty good. I kinda pick things up and take some time off because 'cause I'm running out of steam. So find ways to, uh, you can manage it, you can still have structure. Answer that. The short answer is absolutely have structure when you have no I think more people need to think like an athlete, even though that they don't have races, and yeah, so finding challenges. So for me, it was like I just paid money for Pilates. Like I'm gonna sign up. I get 4 sessions a month. It's $125. Just, have right in the back, and I get my and I walk out there. It's some of the right? It's not fancy, but I will do those things on my own. I will not be down in this basement doing shit on my own. I won't do it. I just got too many things going on, and I don't have the motivation to do it, but I have the commitment to do it, so I just pay the money, right? So, these challenges, career challenges, whatever, I did raise you know, that's great, right? You find something that's gonna help you achieve your goals. That's amazing. Have you been actually renting it? I've had 2 copies. It's not Marriott stuff, right? So, yeah, so I just think it's like, if you have an athlete mindset, like, I have several clients who do not, like, haven't raced in a while, like, didn't race last year, they're now gonna race this year, but it's really cool. Some people are, like, motivated, like, it's I'm not super serious, like, I don't know what to do, and then they back off, they cancel coaching, and then I do follow them, and sometimes, most oftentimes, they're not really doing it right, and so now they're back on their own. And so some clients who stick with me, they're able to get their vitamins, they're able to busy work period, and we find ways to keep it going. It's a couple of things I say, it's like, "Look, they didn't have you, now we're paying you, and so that's where I come in because I use all my decision making clients, whatever else what it's like, whatever. Mariana, how's your New Year? Sorry, I saw you did some yoga with Annie. We just heard about something that teamwork versus role now. We need to catch up on a couple things anyway. Strength and conditioning coach in the country works with everyone. Yeah, it's fun to know like where your strengths and weaknesses are and fill in those gaps. Like it's really important. I listen to a lot of young people, not a big racist, but yeah. So Jillian's a client that has been thinking about those things. I'm sure she's like, "Don't need races to keep training." Yeah, I always enjoy them. I'm like, "That's fine." She's like, "But I still need to train." That's what we've been doing. It's been an awesome journey that we've been on. And then you find the motivation to race again. So like, I didn't race for 10 years. I quit. Stopped racing triathlon. I was racing last year. I raced professionally. That was great. And it was, but for 10 years, I don't feel like doing it. I did a couple little bit. I don't feel like doing it, so I didn't do it. But then I realized I need to get back to what feel like. And so this year, like, are you racing? And I was like, no, when I'm out there, that's not where I want to be. I did 70 100-mile rides. Like that's so out of boron. So then racing something else, like compete with yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Like, right, there's this aspect of sometimes if you need motivation to get you going, that's fine, right? Fine. But using motivation as a metric is the key thing in order to really consistency, you're fucked. Like you're fucked. You're gonna be fucked because motivation ebbs and flows and it's directly related. The more you get fatigued, less willing you are to exert energy. It just it happens in the brain. I remember multiple studies on this. And so therefore you need to focus on other things, more consistent things to play. And that's the product of development. It's about consistency. But it's knowing what you need. Like knowing what you need. So for me, I didn't need races to like get out there and do it. But early on, after 10 years, I'm like, and clients were like, come out, do this. And I got my butt handed to me and it fucking sucked. And I was pissed. I was pissed I was getting my ass kicked. And that was motivation to get my ass in the draft. do and I loved it, especially if you've ever been on the bike. It's a monster on the bike, and it translated into running, and then I started doing it after 1 year, and I was like, "Oh, you know, I did running and training for me right now." Good. Yeah, no, I'm so happy. Yeah, this is beautiful thing like this as a coach, you are, you know, to have other people that are kind of looking at you, and how about this? Walk your own walk, like, that's been a big thing for me the past 5 years or so, particularly the past 2 years. Let me walk, not just talk the talk, let me walk for me. It's not fun for you, but that has kept me, like, a little bit of accountability, but also, like, show myself some grace, like, and I know you had a tough year last year, so it like doubles down, it's like even more beneficial because then it's like, "Oh, yeah, now I can be more nuanced in how I'm connecting with people," and, but yeah, it's not going well for us, personally, like, I had that last year, I just sick a couple times, like, every time I get going, blood work, wasn't Lyme, wasn't all that stuff, it's just like and I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna listen to my body, I'm gonna chip away at this slowly, and I'll, you know, make adjustments where I need to. If I just be and if I do, chicken noodle soup for endurance athletes is it's 45 minutes, you know, it takes a little while, and then we'll go kick my ass and ride my monster on the bike. Yeah, it's like it was hard, but I thought, you know, Sunday I would take off, finally, I found my feet again. It's been on here